أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم وفقنا وسائر المشتغلين للعلم والعمل الصالح بحق محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن عدوهم. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam said, Allah exalted be his remembrance has not obligated anything more difficult for this community than paying the alms tax, and the downfall of the majority of people lies in their failure to pay. قال الإمام الصادق عليه السلام: ما فرض الله عز ذكره على هذه الأمة أشد عليهم من الزكاة وما تهلك عامتهم إلا فيها. للأسف هسه أغلب most of the people they do not believe in khums, and as a result they do not pay the khums. They imagine this is not true, it is not a right for the poor people, and they create many stories about this. And if a person who is not paying the khums, he will come on Doomsday. It is written on his forehead, Sariq mal Ali Muhammad, a thief for the money of the Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. And this is not good. Definitely is not going to be in heaven. With Islamic laws, we reach to rules for the Ha'id, menstruated women, issue number 456. Certain things are unlawful for Ha'id. We are going to mention things, and these things are what are unlawful for what? For Ha'id women. Number one, to perform those ritual acts of worship that must perform with wudu, ghusl or tayammum. Like what? Like the salah. We cannot perform salah. Either it is recommended or obligatory without wudu. Okay? Like what? Like fasting, like touching the script of the Holy Quran, like halting or sitting in the mosques, and so on. Such as prayers, if she does so, that means if she prayed while she is in menstruated status with the intention of performing a valid act, however, there is no problem if she performs ritual acts of worship of which wudu, ghusl or tayammum is not necessary, such as salatil mayyit. That means she can do the acts. She can do the acts which are not required tahara, and like salatul mayyit, and she cannot do acts which require tahara. 2. All the things are unlawful for a junub in the rules of janabah. All the things that are unlawful for junub. What are these things which are unlawful for junub? As we mentioned, touching the script of the Quran, touching the names of Allah, touching the names of Ahlul Bayt Salamullahi alayhim. All these things are what? Are unlawful for mujnib. And also they are unlawful for whom? For the menstruated woman. Please, pay attention to these issues, because these issues are very important to you, because they are of a daily problems to you. Please, my daughters. 3. Vaginal intercourse with her husband, which is unlawful for both the man and the woman if they did it deliberately. Listen to me. If they did it deliberately, whether it is in the first 2 days, or it is in the second 2 days, or it is in the last 2 days, each one it has what? Each one it has to pay money for it. Inshallah, we'll take it. Yes. And the woman, even the penis penetrates only to the point of circumcision, and the man does not ejaculate. In fact, this is also haram. This is also haram. One person, he asked me, yes, I have sexual intercourse with my wife, but I did not ejaculate. But I'm not performing ghusl. Janab. I said, how it comes? He said, because I didn't ejaculate. I don't know where we are. Here it is very easy to ask and to inquire and to find the answer. There is no reason to stay ignorant like this. And he asked me while I'm entering to the Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, the holy shrine. Told him how it comes. Go out and do your ghusl and repeat your salah, and then you can come inside to the haram of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein and do the salat al-ziyarah. Otherwise you cannot do salat al-ziyarah. In fact, the obligatory precaution is that the penis must not be penetrate even less than the point of circumcision. This law does not apply to anal intercourse. With the anal intercourse, this is not applied to it. Again, I repeat this. In fact, the obligatory precaution is that the penis must not be penetrate even less than the point of circumcision. This law does not apply to anal intercourse. However, based on obligatory precaution, anal intercourse with a woman without her consent, whether she is haid or not, is not permitted. That means haram. With not her permission. If it is with her permission, it will be what? It will be ishkal. Not recommended. And the Sayyid Sistani not recommended this act. Even Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq, he said, لا يمارسه إلا أراذل شيعتنا أو إلا أراذل شيعتنا. Issue number 457. Sexual intercourse is haram. That means he commit a sin. Also, when a woman may not be very certain of being in the status of haid, even if she said, maybe I'm in menstruated status or not, I'm not sure. Even in this case, sexual intercourse is what is haram. But Sharia guides her to treat herself as such, as what? As haid. So, when a woman sees blood for more than 10 days, I go back to this. Sexual intercourse is haram also when a woman may not be very certain of being in the state of haid. Yes, but Sharia guides her to treat herself as such. As such, if you remember, that means if we ask her, you were before haid, if she said, yes, I was haid, now you have to act as ha'id woman. If you were not ha'id, so you are not ha'id. Even you are not ha'id, but you are not going to let your husband to be what? To be with you in bed. Why? Unless you are sure that you are what? You are tahir of hayd. So, when a woman sees a blood for more than 10 days, what is this? This is blood of hayd or istihada? Istihada, good. And as will be explained later, she has to resort to the habit of her relatives for determining the period of hayd. If she cannot determine the days, you know what's the meaning of determine? تحدد. If she cannot determine the days of her hayd, maybe because of her misunderstanding, or she forgets, so she has to go what? To her relative, maybe her sisters, her mother, her cousins. Huh? Definitely with the same age, and they do not have unusual habit of period. Her husband will not be permitted to have sexual relations with her during those days. They have to be sure this is not something by obligation. Yes, this is not something recommended. This is obligatory thing to be away of such things. Issue number 458. If a man has sexual intercourse with his wife when she is ha'id, he should seek divine forgiveness. This is one thing, the first thing. And the recommended precaution is that he should expiate by giving kafara. As a recommended precaution, he should give kafara. Rules regarding kafara will be mentioned later. Issue number 459. With the exception of actual, definitely when we say kafara or something like that, when a person is sure of this status, and in spite of that, they have being in one bed. You understand what I'm saying? But if a person, he doesn't know, okay, he has nothing, even he has no kafara, because he is not intentionally did that thing. He does not know about such a thing. Issue number 459. With the exception of actual sexual intercourse with a ha'id woman, there is no harm in all other forms of courting, wooing, and kissing, etc. Definitely, all the sexual acts between a husband and his wife is accepted, even if she is what? Even if she is in menstruated status, but not having the sexual intercourse. The sexual intercourse, this is not allowed. Issue number 460. Kafara for sexual intercourse with ha'id is gold coins. Gold coins weighing 3.457 grams. If carried out in the early days. In the early days, the first and the second day. 1.72 grams for هذه تحفظوهن ذني هاي الكفارات حفظوهن. 1.729 grams for the middle days, the third and the fourth, and 0.865 grams for the final days of the period of hayd. For example, If Ha'id lasts for 6 days and her husband has sexual intercourse with her during the first and the second days, or nights, or the first and the second night, he should pay gold weighing 3.455 grams. And during the third and the fourth days, and night, the third night and the fourth night, he should pay what? He should pay gold weighing 1.729 grams. And for the fifth and the sixth days, or the fifth and sixth night, he should pay gold weighing 0.865 grams. These are the kafarat for the person who is having sexual intercourse with his wife deliberately, either in the first 2 days, or in the second 2 days, or in the last 2 days and nights, definitely. Issue number 461. Definitely when we say كفارة لازم الإنسان يحمد الله ويشكر إنه أكو كفارة. بعض الأفعال ترى ما عليهن كفارات. يعني شنو ما عليها كفارة؟ ها؟ يعني حساب هناك بنار جهنم. So it's a good thing if we have a kafara for a sin. If we do not have kafara for a sin, that means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is nothing to be punished with unless what? With hellfire. نعوذ بالله. Just like الصيد المتعمد في حالة الإحرام, or to do or to have sexual intercourse with his wife while they are muhrimin in Mecca, in Umrah or in Hajj. ها؟ أو شنو؟ إذا أكو استغفار بعد يحمد الله ويشكره. بس إذا ماكو استغفار شنو؟ إذا ماكو استغفار. طيب. إيش نمبر هذا اللي يصطاد بالحاج، إذا تتذكرون اللي يصطاد أول مرة يعطي مثل، ثاني مرة يعطي مثلا ضعف، ثالث مرة ما عليه. شنو ما عليه؟ معناها بالنار. Issue number 461. If it is not possible to pay in gold coins, he should pay its equivalent value, قيمتها. And if the price of gold has undergone a change at the time he wishes to pay the kafara to the poor, as compared with the time when he had sexual intercourse, he should pay at the prevailing rate. Now, for example, this person, he wants to pay the kafara. He did, or he commit his sin at the end of Jumadil Akhirah. Okay? And he wants to pay the kafara in the middle of Rajab. Definitely the price of the gold, if it is the same, he can pay the same value. But if the prices is what is changing, going up, rising up and going down, now which value he is going to pay? He should gathering these prices together, then he will make what? He will make the prevailing rate المعدل، يعني شنو؟ القيمة الوسطية مال كل هاي الأسعار. Issue number 462. If a man has sexual intercourse with his wife in the first, second, and third stage of hayd, definitely he is deliberately did this thing. in the first 2 days, in the second 2 days, in the third last 2 days. Okay? He should give kafara for all the three, totaling 6.51 grams. 6.51 grams. Issue number 463. If a man has had repeated sexual intercourse with a haid woman, he should pay kafara for each time. For example, during the day he committed this sin, and at the same day, but at night or afternoon, he make the same thing, and at night from the same day he made the same thing. He has to pay what? He has to pay 3 kafaras for that day. For example, he made this in the last 2 days. In the last 2 days, not the first and second. The last 2 days. And the kafara of the last 2 days is 0.865, isn't it? Yes, grams. So we should multiply 0.876 by 3. And he has to pay it. Issue number 468. If a man realizes during the course of sexual intercourse that the woman has become haid while he is in the process, he didn't know that before, but while he is in the process, he should withdraw. He should withdraw from her immediately. He should withdraw from her immediately. And if he does not do, he knows, but he keep continuing this act, and if he does not do, that means if he does not withdraw immediately, so the recommended precaution is that he should pay kafara. As a recommended precaution, he should make kafara. Issue number 465. If a man commits fornication with a haid woman or has sexual intercourse with a haid woman, he is not his duiram, under the impression that she is his the wife. He thought that she is his wife, but she is not. The recommended precaution in this case too is that he should pay kafara. Now, maybe you will ask how this will happen. How this will happen? How it comes I came to a woman in bed and she is not my wife? I'll tell you. Before, our families, especially we are in the East, we have what? We have a compound family, a big families. احنا متكونين من عوائل شنو مركبة، عوائل كبيرة. يعني during 70s, 80s, 60s and 50s, we were having such thing. Okay? Maybe the husband and the wife, they used to have their acts in a specific place. Okay? And he told his wife to wait him for that in that place. But she forgot because of the kids, because of her housework. Maybe her sister, she came and sleep instead of her. This person, he came to her sister. It happens in the past. But nowadays there is, alhamdulillah wa shukr, there is no, but this is by accident, not deliberately. Not deliberately. It happens. For even this is a rare case. You know what's the meaning of rare? Not. Even it is a rare, but it has a hukum. Look for the ulama. Look for the jurist. Even it is a rare act, but they have what? They have a hukum for it. So, if a man commits fornication with a ha'id woman or has sexual intercourse with a ha'id woman who is not his durium, under the impression that she is his wife, the recommended precaution in this case too is that he should pay kafara. Issue number 466. If a man has sexual intercourse with a ha'id woman on account of ignorance or because of having forgotten the rule, either they are or he is ignorant that it is haram to have sexual intercourse with a woman, with a menstruated woman, or he knows that she is menstruated but he does not know or forgot. He knows it is haram but he forgot it. He needs not to pay kafara. He needs not to pay kafara. Why? Because he forgot. واحد يسوي روحه ناسي. Not a person he did himself as a forgettable. No. But in reality he forgot. If he remembers that he will never do such thing. You understand? Issue number 467. If a man has sexual intercourse with a woman with the belief that she is ha'id, both of them, they know that she is ha'id, and they what? And they have committed what? They have committed sexual intercourse. But it is transposed later that she was not ha'id. He needs not pay kafara. He needs not pay kafara. Why? Because the actual thing, she is not ha'id. She is not ha'id. Yes, we have 2 minutes. Issue number 468. As will be explained in the rule relating to divorce of a woman is divorced while she is in the state of haid, the divorce is void. This is very important. This is very important that a woman, when she is haid and they gave her divorce, or her husband gave her divorce, it will not be what? It will not be accepted. What does that mean? That means her divorce is what? Is void. She is still a wife. She is still a wife. She cannot get married of somebody else. Is this understood? The divorced woman in the process of divorcing shouldn't be ha'id. It shouldn't be ha'id. If she is ha'id and she didn't tell, or they make a divorce while she is ha'id, her divorce is what? Is void. Is void. That means she is still a wife. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد عجل فرجهم.